Today is the last day for that stupendous double feature program at the Strand Theater. Two big and thrilling surprises, two magnificent, outstanding productions. Never before has such an amazing double value program been shown at this theater. Double feature and each an all-star attraction. It's a great show.
That's right.
You'll get your money's worth twice over. So,
Bill, what are you doing?
What? What is it, dear?
What are you doing, Bill?
Making a list, well, of the things we...
Making a list. And you know I want to see that double feature program at the Strand today.
All right, dear. But this is about...
The new car.
And the things we ought to have in case we decide to get one.
Well, at the rate you're going.
We'll never get one.
Nor a double feature program.
Oh, yes, we will, dear. 1 minute. Now, let me see.
Will you be through soon?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you certainly didn't forget anything.
Sure, that was the easiest part of it.
Exactly. But try and find it in a car we can afford.
That's going to be tough. If only we could...
Oh, those features? Why, that means a big car and a lot of money, Bill. We can't afford that. I'm afraid you're asking for the impossible. We just can't afford to put a lot of money in a new car, and you know it. Now get your hat, and I'll be right down.
Mm-hmm. I bet somebody, if a fellow knows what he wants, he can usually find somebody to show him.
Hey, Bill, I can show you.
What? Who? Say. What's going on here? Am I seeing things?
Not this time, Bill. I'm not out of the menagerie where pink elephants live.
Well, where are you from, then?
Why, I'm an ambassador from the motor capital of the world.
Detroit?
No less. And here are my credentials.
Why, there's nothing on it. It's blank.
Just put that pad against this bookend. I write my own ticket. And this time I'm going to write yours, too. I said I could show you your ideal car. Now, go ahead, spill your specifications. Try and stop me.
Sure, you can show me my ideal. But can you produce it?
I think so, but how can I tell until you give me the dope on what you want?
Well, you asked for it. And here goes. This will be tough. I've gone over it 40 times in my mind.
I can take it. Lead with your right.
Well, first of all, it's got to be a big car. And by that I mean big. You know, inside and out. And look big from the outside. Nothing skimpy about it, no tricks. It's got to have plenty of legroom, headroom, oh, lots of room. It's got to have a world of power, rocking chair comfort, snappy appearance. And it's a cinch it's got to run economically. I want quality built into it, so the car won't fall apart in my lap after 10,000 miles. And I want...
Just a minute, Bill. Let's settle one thing at a time. You said you wanted a big car. Who gets the room, you or the engine?
Why, me, of course. But no tricks now. I want a big engine with plenty of power.
That's all I want to know. That means a V-type engine, the kind that doesn't use up a lot of body space.
I was coming to that. She's got to have plenty of snap and go. But she's got to ride easy, too. No rough stuff, but shucks. That means a great big wheelbase and lots of weight.
Oh, that's what you think, Bill. But that isn't necessary anymore. Look. That's wheelbase. Long enough, easy to turn with, not too much weight. And that's spring base, almost a foot longer. Riding ease with capital E's. Do you get it?
Do I? I ask you, where can I get it?
Oh, not so fast, Bill. That's only the beginning. What else do you want?
Now, let's see.
You want the car to go? Do you want it to stop?
Sure.
Every time?
You said it, and without me doing a setting up exercise.
Watch. That's what you want, Bill. Feather touch action, and boy, you stop. Just touch the pedal. The brakes do the work, and you get the safety, see?
That's a break for me. But before we get away from this safety business, I want 100% steel body, inside and out. Roof, sides, floor, everything steel.
Say, this body would drive any woodpecker nuts. And, of course, safety glass in every window.
Okay for safety, but I want a lot more. I want looks. It's got to look like a big car, a luxurious car, inside and out.
A classy set of instruments where you can find them, and worth finding. Hardware that looks like $1 million, upholstery you'd expect in a special custom-built job, and slips through the air with the greatest of ease.
Ah, there's a car. But what's the use of all this? I know where I can buy a car like that, but the prices start at 3 times my limit.
Think so, Bill? Your lack of faith in me is appalling. But I don't blame you. After all, you've only just met me. But never mind. I'll produce the goods.
Oh, boy. There she is. So that's the car with everything. It certainly looks it.
Hey, Bill. Bill, the others want to see this car, too.
Excuse me.
There it is. There's the car anybody can own. With everything you ask in the way of bigness, performance, beauty, comfort, safety, and economy. And it's a...
Ford V-8. What else could it be? Say, my hands itch to get hold of that steering wheel. How about driving it?
Well, I should say so. There's one waiting outside. Let's go. Bill ain't seen nothing yet, has he?
Leave it to me. I'll show him. Step in, Mr. Jones. I've been waiting for you.
And I've been waiting for you, too. And there must be 1 million like me.
Yes, more than 1 million, Mr. Jones. Shall we go? Just touch my starter button, please. Right there by your hand. There, thank you. Now we're ready. You may find me a bit talkative. Fact is, I'm so proud of myself, I can hardly keep from talking.
Quite all right. There's nothing I like better.
Hi-ho, everybody. The judges have just picked the 1937 Beauty Champion. And a beauty award well earned, too, I'll say.
And here's where beauty's more than skin deep. If there's one thing I stand for, Bill, it's quality. Take my V8 engine. In performance, it's tops. And yet, economical enough to suit even Mac and his thrifty friends. Take my brakes. I could tell you a lot about it. Why don't you try them for yourself? That's the real test for brakes, you know.
Hey, what happened? Why, I hardly touched the brakes. Well, I'll be...
Yes, sir, Bill. These are the softest, easiest brakes to operate. There's a real feather touch with the safety of steel from pedal to wheel. No matter what sort of brakes you're used to, you'll fall in love with these.
Say, I wish my wife could drive this car. She sure would like those brakes. Can you arrange that, too?
Always a pleasure to serve the ladies. Move over, Bill.
Bill Jones, what are you doing driving around in a big, expensive car? If you think for 1 minute that I'm...
1 minute, Barbara. Not so fast. Do you know you're sitting in a car that costs a lot less new than the one we have now?
Is that your idea of a joke?
No, I'm serious.
I don't believe it. Look at that. This upholstery. The door handles. The light. Why, it's nicer than Mrs. Smith's custom-built sedan.
I know it. And it runs better, too. I didn't believe it at first, either. Why don't you try driving it?
It would be fun, Bill. How do I start the engine?
It's already going, Mrs. Jones. Oh, I'm talkative, but otherwise as quiet as a mouse. You see, noises are all blocked away from the body where you're riding. Every body bolt rides in rubber. Even at top speed, I'm quiet. And I can really step out if you want me to. And my springs this year are improved. Longer, tapered leaves for easier riding. And mind you, no more squeaks.
And this is the way the grease does it.
And Mrs. Jones, you can have this car in a variety of colors and upholstery to suit your taste.
Everything about this car suits my taste.
And lots of luggage room in every model.
Tell him about the steel body.
There isn't wood enough for a toothpick in my body structure. My new all-metal top is one big stamping. Yep, everything welded together in one piece. Roof, sides, and floor.
It's lovely, Bill, but
I know. You're going to say you never get a chance to use the car anyway.
you know you need it nearly all the time for business, and you said this one cost less than our old car did. Well, I was wondering.
Sure, I'd like to have two cars. This one costs less new than we're used to paying, and goodness knows it'll run cheaper. But even so, I can't quite see getting two of them.
I suppose not.
Maybe I can help you folks out.
Hello. I'd almost forgotten you. Have you the answer to this one, too?
You bet I have. Sit tight, Bill, and hang on to your hat.
Hey, what is this? Another car like the one we've been riding in?
Ifge ilbe ite opte ive ete.
Say, have you gone nuts?
Gosh, no. I forgot. I'm a reflection. Everything I say comes out backwards. I'm talking pig Latin now. And it sounds okay to you, doesn't it? What I said was, give Bill the dope, V-8. Are you just like your brother over there?
Almost exactly. But there are some mighty important differences. I've got the same famous Ford V8 engine, only it's smaller. I weigh less, and best of all, I cost less.
Mr. Imp, you've done it again. Hey, Barbara, I think we've got the answer.
Have we, Bill? Are you sure?
Give me a minute to ask some questions.
Say, V-8, Bill isn't convinced yet. Give him some more angles.
60 horsepower, plenty of get up and go, and economy, well, you've never seen anything like it. More miles to the gallon than you ever got in a car big enough to be comfortable.
Are you as big as this other car?
Yes, Bill, in every respect except the engine. This is the same car, the same chassis. I've got just as much room and just as much riding comfort.
How about safety?
I have all the safety features, too. The new all-steel body, easy action safety brakes, safety glass in every windshield, door, and window.
Say, I can use you in my business.
You and thousands of others. For example,
I'm a salesman. I ride all day and comfort counts. The V-8 60 gives me the economy I want and all the speed I need.
For shopping and social engagement, it's perfect. So economical and so easy to handle, it's a joy.
Its economy appealed to my dad, and safety, too. But I like its pep and power, best of all.
And it's awfully good looking, too, don't you think?
Mother and I have two reasons why we like this car the best. Economy, yes, and so comfortable for both of us.
It's so quiet, too.
My income has to go a long ways, as you can see. In this car, the whole family goes along, and we don't notice what it costs for gas at all.
A car like this, V-8 60, gives us farmers exactly what we need in economy. She's easy on gas, carries all the folks to town and back, with plenty of room for a can of milk and a crate of eggs.
Shall we write an order, Mr. Jones?
Oh, Bill, can't we have them both? We can get them for almost as little as our old car cost 2 years ago.
So you're sold too. That's all I want to know. Let's figure it this way. With the money I'll save buying and driving this car, we can have that one too. With the money you'll save through that one's new economy, well, we can enjoy our own double feature program every day in the year.
And I'd like to start right now.
That's okay with me. Let's go.
Congratulations. That V-8 60 certainly is a marvelous car. Yes, it's as much like the V-8 85 as I'm like you. And that's no reflection on the car either. Well, I am. And I've never reflected a better product in all my life. Well, let's be going. There are a good many other folks who will want to take a ride in both these cars. And when they do, they've got a new thrill coming.